with that earlier.
If you're looking for a party, good man, have you found it? Another shot is coming, raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Another shot is gonna hit you with a mind overloaded, loaded. The bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. So never everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be the alcohol talking. It might be the alcohol talking. Let's go. 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 Let's go.
Welcome to another Shot Podcast, where our opinions might be real, or it could just be the liquor talking. Sit back and enjoy another shot.
I was just telling her, honestly, when we have guests on here, we go on time. We don't have anybody here, and there's nothing pressing going on. 8:30 it is. So this is why I quit posting a time. Guys, welcome to another shot, our Monday Night Bartender, where we're going to be slinging some drinks, and I'm looking forward to answering any and all questions. So, honestly, I'll tell you what, Friday was the only day that we really, other than working, for me, last week was slam. And it doesn't, this is technically, I guess, our Friday, Saturday. We actually have a day off tomorrow night. It's going to be a little, kind of a nice little breather. We're on a little late tonight because, honestly, guys, I say this every night now. It is hot as balls. And we have come to the determination that even though they're not putting out, like, an excessive amount of heat, the fact that we've got so many different lights on in here that it produces just enough heat to make it uncomfortable. So we are in the process. I feel bad for her. She sent me a message earlier this morning. I don't carry my phone when I'm at work because I'm constantly laying on my back. I'm on my side. I'm all over the place. It's bad enough I'm constantly laying down on top of my keys, my pocket. But she had this amazing. She found an air conditioner, portable. It'd been perfect in here. And she goes, "Did you get my message?" No, I did not. Like I said, guys, I keep my phone in my break room, and the only time I check it is when I leave for lunch. So I don't know when she sent it, but it was one of those cases where they got it, or they posted it, and it sold right up from underneath us. So on that note, I'm sure none of you are really concerned about it. The weather report inside the studio here. But the good news is, I always got my my cold drinks to help me out. And as we know, we always know that shots. Oh boy, they definitely they cool you off. That's a big negative. Beer, it's weird. Ice cold beer. I mean, even though it does dehydrate you a little bit, it still cools you off. The worst thing you can drink when you are hot, dehydrated, whatever, is alcohol.
Hi, Jen.
So as I say that, ooh, hello, Aunt Jen. How you doing, sweetheart? Oh man. I don't know. It's just it's you can definitely tell it's a Monday. So I was actually really looking forward to tonight because it was one of the rare times. She's been coming. My producer keeps coming in early. Kat comes in earlier and earlier. She takes that time to kind of sit back and reflect and get done what might need to get done or whatever, or just sometimes just take time for herself. Today, the first thing I did, I walked in, and I normally don't do this. I grabbed a beer. So it was, I don't know. For me, it's going to be a drink night, but not a drunk night. That's the fun part about people too. And I'm pretty sure if you're watching, guys, look around your room, raise your hand if you know somebody that has to get drunk every time they drink. And they just, that's the goal. Get as shit faced as and best, by the way, best. All right. I don't know. I like to have a good time. I am more of a social drinker now, but ever since I started doing this, it used to be I'd drink on the weekends. On the rare occasion, you'd have, I'd come back after work or, something along those lines. But every one of us has that one friend, two friends, or multiple people that their goal is to empty as many bottles at the bar as possible. And then there are the ones that know that there are certain drinks you're not supposed to drink because it does bad things. I say again, Red Stag and me do not mix. And I'm learning very quickly as I'm getting older. The sweeter the drink, the worse I feel the next day. Honestly, I just, I'm kind of like Arliss. If you guys got to watch, hopefully you guys got to see last night. It was a absolute, again, it was a perfect storm. It was fun. It was whimsical. We had some drinks, but actually, for the most part, we stayed pretty chill. And that's what I like to do. I'm just as happy sitting back and tipping beers on the porch, or some friends watching football, and barbecue, whatever, as I am being at a bar. Actually, I like it more so at somebody's house or at my own house, more so than at a bar. I don't need to do shots all the time. I mean, it's just that you guys see me doing this. I do it. It's become tradition at this point. And you'll see it change. Like, it used to be I'd do one at the beginning, one at after first break, after each break, and then one at the end of the night. And even this, guys, I know I'm going to do a second one, but I do want to show everybody the responsible me. When I do this, can you zoom in just a little bit so they can see this, girl? This is where I like, I love whiskey. I love bourbon. I love the flavors. So when I'm doing my shots, guys, just to let you know, you see me pour a shot, that's about all the further I go. So it's not even a quarter of the shot glass. Basically, it's just enough to, what's a good way to put it? Wet my whistle, get the flavor. Steve's on now. Well, See you, brother. Hardwood blue. Whoa. The other thing I normally don't do is sit back bourbon. Bourbon's a sipping drink, guys. It's not a shoot drink. You know, you're normally not supposed to do shots. You know, this is best served in a rock box with a couple cubes of ice in there, and as I always call it, guys, the 2-finger. Put your 2 fingers on the bottom, you know, on the counter, wherever you're at. You pour it just to the top. Most of these have lines on the sides. They go the design in, and that works out perfect. So, bar 101 for you guys there. No, I mean, I like to go out. I like to have a few drinks. Beer is always best cold. Kitty Cat here is definitely one. Whenever she does, the rare occasion we talk her into a shot. She's like me. She likes her liquors chill. So we've done this before. So I guess now would be a good time to kind of show them a little what's the matter. Very lightly.
Yeah, he's responding on our messages here instead of through my text message to him. Dipwit. I asked if they could hear the fan through my mic because it's pointed right at my face.
I'm telling you, if you set that on the floor and angle it up at you, and just let it like blow up your shirt, blow up your shorts, you know, go up your body.
I'm good just the way it is right now. I was fine in here all day until you made me turn the lights on. Now I'm up to 85 degrees in here.
Well, guess what? It's going to cool off here shortly. We'll open the windows. We'll get things going. We don't have. How many do we have?
Yes,
in here
I understand. It's been a long.
We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us in a 15 by 18 room. Trust me, the other night you could see it on the floor. The condensation, the floor was sweating. Everybody was sweating except Arliss. Now, I'm going to tell you right now. I had a bird's eye. I could see him. Yeah, he was just he was muscling it out. Whereas me and Mike were just absolutely soaked through and through. Trust me, that shower at the end of the night was incredible. The mess, on the other hand, not so much. Especially since I didn't get to him until just a little bit ago. And here's the fun part about when you do drinks that have Irish cream, ladies and gents. Make sure you try to get it clean early because once that stuff takes on there, it is a bit of a pain in the ass. It gels up. It's weird.
Just FYI,
yes,
your producer supplied the thing with water back there.
And that's what I use.
But if you look under the cabinet, there's also dish soap to put in the water so that way the Irish cream won't stick.
So at the end of the night, you try to say you want me to do dishes?
No, if you put just a couple drops of the dish soap in the water, that'll keep it from getting all icky and sticking. It'll eat away the dirt.
Kitchen 101 from the mall. I know we got all. Like I said, guys, believe it or not, it is a fully working water.
Except for running water.
Except for running water. That's we don't have out here yet. We're working on
And
it.
the bathroom.
I mean, that could be fixed if we really want to pay for a quarter bill.
Don't even need a porta john. I've got a bedside commode. I got a couple of them at home.
Oh, good. So we're building outhouses now. Good. The wonders.
Turn your in-town home to a
Hello, Miss Jan. How are you doing, young lady?
hillbilly bar.
But yeah, back to the drinking part of it. My favorite place to drink is outside. Whether it be around a bonfire, whether it be I'm not opening the fucking door. You can just get past it. What are you gonna do when I have all that in? Which it's probably coming soon.
It would be just like a little patio.
No. Every now and then I gotta just say no. Timmy. I on now, Cat.
I give up. I text people on their phones, and instead of answering back on text message, they answer me on my phone.
Mine is on the lake. Okay, I can agree with that. I'll tell you what. The first chance you get, Cat, go on the boat with them. If we do Berlin, there is a neat little lake bar. I think they got food, Jan. If I'm not mistaken, they got everything there. They usually have that night we stopped. They had live entertainment. Yes, good.
Hey, Rome.
So you basically just kind of, yo, what up? What's it say?
Going again this weekend to the lake. And yes,
So there you go. You pull your boat
Food
right up
truck.
to the front of it, and you just walk up this little hill, and boom, grab a drink or two, and
I gotta work all weekend.
I got the tent sale going on, so it starts tomorrow. The first week is always the easiest, but I've already been pre-warned. Next week is going to be all hell breaking loose. So I guess this is as good a time as any. I'm going to try and say it throughout the week. Do not be surprised. I've been told there are nights that I'm going to be over there till about 8. So if it's looking like it's going to be, I mean, we'll still go on, but it's going to be fleeting. But don't be surprised if we don't turn around and say, hey, this time we're not going to say unforeseen circumstances. I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm in there for 12, 13 hours, slinging tires, running back and forth, sweating my ass off, and then have to try to rush home and get a shower. So there is a possibility next week, folks, that there might be 1 or 2 nights we are not going to be doing it. Quit complaining about people not messaging you, but messaging you on there, because you keep saying that when they message you and they disturb you on your phone, sometimes it messes with everything else. So, sitting in the AC home right now. Okay, well, cheers. Lucky you.
Don't run derby.
Hmm?
Don't run derby.
You need a shower. I smell you here.
Is it better to see it now?
I already, for the most part, already took a shower. So, cheers to you. I don't have to.
Oh
go
yeah,
outside.
you should have seen. He wasn't that color when he came in from work.
Mm. I had more gray in my hair than my producer.
Which is very difficult to do.
So at the end of the day, so Steve, I don't know. I guess he's just trying to be cute and like, hey, I'm sitting in my AC, haha.
No, the home run derby's on.
The home run derby's on. No, he said, sitting in my home, in my AC.
Yeah.
Cool.
He told me he was going to go home after baseball because home run derby's on.
I personally, I thought we were talking about drinking at, where's our favorite place to have a drink? Is it, at a bar? Is it, mine is, like I said, out and about. I like, I like a little enclosure out there. I love sitting on my porch. And yes, after, sweating my ass off all day, working, which is something Jason knows not much about anymore. It was really nice to sit down and have a cold drink in here, relax, living, loving. So, I don't know. Guys, quit messaging her. Whatever. You're throwing off the chi tonight. On that note, why do you take everything so... What?
Why do you take everything so seriously? I was just joking. God, not like I was asking you for your tater tots.
Now, who's taking things personal? You big baby. I swear, the older you get, the grumpier you know, the more sensitive. I think he's taking that estrogen anymore. Last time I saw him take off the shirt, I swear there's, some moundage going on up there. But a lot of people... Welcome to another shot. We can never stay on subject. A lot of people like to ask me what my favorite drink is. What's my beer choice? Honestly, it changes throughout the year.
In the summertime, he likes his Pacific.
I love my Pacifico, and I just recently started getting into my Leinenkugel Summer Shandy. If you really had to pin down something that it's usually in here on the regular, you'll find Icy Light, sometimes Iron City, or Yingling. Now I'm telling you, in the next couple months, that fridge is going to be packed full of Yingling Oktoberfest. And I was just actually having a conversation with somebody not too long ago. They said they were more of a porter, darker beer type drinker. And actually, it was just the other day. It was the Green Beret that I got to meet. Yeah, we were going back and forth on drinks and everything. And he never had a Yingling Oktoberfest. And in all honesty, that's my favorite one. That's my favorite Oktoberfest, is the Yingling. Do I like Sam Adams? Oh, of course. I mean, that's going to be in there too, but I think Yingling again, I might be a little biased because Yingling is my all-time go-to. Be something that, like, Iron City decided they were going to try and do something like that. Now they're digging into the mango. They've got an Icy Light mango. And it is horrible. I don't understand what people's fascinations. We like urine color beer. So you like amber beers, which Michelob Amber.
Corona.
Hmm?
They like Corona.
Corona's still pale or a blonde.
Corona with lemon.
I tell you what, the best argument I ever got into it with one of the deputies, it was a kid. He was like 24 years old. And he was one of those, everybody knows him. We were all like this. They know anything and everything. They know it all. And they're going to argue. But he was obnoxious about it. He was loud. And I said, you don't know the difference between, the different variations of beer. You got your, and he's like, yeah, Budweiser's, that's an amber beer. I'm like, when have you ever seen Budweiser, Bud Light, Coors, any of those? When you pour it in a glass, does it look that color? Which, when I hold it up like that, the pink in the background gave it an amber color, so that helped. And he's argued with me. I was like, dude, you got blonde, you got amber, you got dark, and you got stout. So there was no such thing. That, those are just, name brands. and it actually took a sergeant to pull it up on, he Googled it and everything. And again, he's another person that, you can say 1 + 1 = 2, and he'll argue, no, you didn't factor in, though, that I do. So at the end of the day, yeah. Yeah, summertime, for me, I can drink my Icy Light. I can drink Coors Light, believe it or not. I can drink your regular domestics. But to me, especially, as it gets warmer out, I like something a little more refreshing. So that's why I kind of tend to, the only time I get a fruity, I guess, flavored beer, Summer Shanty is citrus flavored. Just like Sam Adams Summer Ale. That I get into. But when you start seeing stuff like, Bush Apple, they tried Bush Peach, another one coming out here soon. I don't know. Like I said, my Icy Light, it turned around and did it did mango. Don't. It's not broke, guys. Don't fix it. It's like everybody's still on a seltzer kick. When they go out, they want a White Claw. And I have nothing against any of these drinks. I'm voicing my opinion here. Sometimes less is best. O'Neal Cruz in first place and the home run derby tonight. Fantastic. He's doing something for a change. His rookie season, it's almost like he flatlined after that.
Hey, Dan. I'm here too. You don't have to just say, hey, Bill.
Attention, Brat. Give her attention. Give her attention.
It's been a bad day. A very bad day.
I understand that. But like I've preached many a times, you always got to try and find some way to laugh. What are you going to do? Sit there and stew the whole time?
I'm trying.
It's rough. But there, Jason says, hi, Cat, love you. But then, yeah, what's up, brother? Actually, on occasion, that's another beer I like to put in there just to kind of break the monotony. It's Labatt and Moosehead. Because, the fun part about Canadian beers, you got to be careful with them because they're a little bit stronger than us here in the States in our domestics. You didn't forget about it. She knows. Just make sure, guys, you send her some hearts and some love. She could use a little bit of pick me up and cheer up. But that brings us. This is going to bring us to our very first break. And when we come back, I do believe we're going to make a variation of the rum and coke. So I'm not going to need the shaker for that one.
Variation?
Oh yeah, we're gonna add a little something different.
Okay then.
Just kind of spruce it up a little bit. And I'm going to try again tonight to do my Jaws shot, my 3-tier shot. So before we wrap this one up tonight, I promise you we are going to do some fun things on here, guys. Don't be surprised if I don't start smiling a little bigger. Because I think the next thing we're going to talk about will be one of my favorite subjects, just to get some back and forth here, guys. Don't forget, I love questions. And, give me Drake questions, give me bar questions. Guys, let's have some fun with it tonight.
Rocco.
So we were gifted last night with this opportunity. We've been able to play this with permission, and it is a very appropriate song for tonight. This is the Southern Outlaws' newest single. It will be released the 18th, this Friday. You guys are going to hear it here first. This is the Southern Outlaw Band. All I got is time and beer, guys. We'll be right back.
Sun is rising, a brand new day. My rod in cooler, I'm on my way. Down by the river, where the wild things roll. With the light in the water, I feel right at home. All I got is time and fear, casting my worries, drowning my fear. With every sip, the world feels clear, just me and you, and a good old cheer. The bomber's dropping, the fish are sighing. I'm not in a hurry, I got all day. The laughter of friends and the sound of the breeze. With the cold one in hand, I'm in perfect need. All I got is time and beer, casting my worries, drowning my fears. With every sip, the world feels clear, just me and you, and a good old cheer. Sun dips low, painting skies gold. Stories are shared, and memories unfold. We'll catch a few fish, it's just about time. It's the moments we share, and a cold one to share. All I got is time and fear, casting my worries, drowning my fear. With every sip, the world feels clear, just me and you, and a good old cheer. All I got is time and fear, casting my worries, drowning my fear. With every sip, the world feels clear, just me and you, and a good old cheer.
Well, the song is over, but Bill has not returned, so you can look at our beautiful bar and listen to me talk. I will not in front of the camera tonight. You know what? he's busy, I will go ahead and play you all your song.
I lost myself today, never to be found. Remnants of my yesterdays, fighting to be heard. I lost myself today. Echoes of what we both said, holding me down, holding me back. Chains of all my regrets, linked to every word. And the echoes of what we both said. Leaving Georgia in a pine box would have been easier. Instead I'm watching the sunset on the end of his pier, knowing that he's holding you tonight while I'm holding a beer. Memories of what used to be, crowding my thoughts, killing my dreams. Letters from a past life stop me on a dime, with memories of what used to be. Leaving Georgia in a pine box would have been easier. Instead I'm watching the sunset on the end of his pier, knowing that he's holding you tonight while I'm holding a beer. Leaving Georgia in a pine box would have been easier. Instead I'm watching the sunset on the end of this pier, knowing that he's holding you tonight while I'm holding a beer.
Oh man, welcome back. I apologize, folks. I had to take a quick recess. Feel food in the stomach. As we all know, I've been notorious in the past to, I guess you could say, go on a liquid diet for a little while, and that never, ever works out good. So I'm back. Thank you, Miss Kitty Cat, for playing two awesome songs. The first one was Our Boys, the Southern Outlaw Band. This is their newest single, released everywhere July 18th, which would be this Friday. Yes, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, something like that. And of course, we got our friends Delta Circle with Holding a Beer. So, two very appropriate songs for a bar night. But, you know, this is another thing I've always said. Sometimes, you know, especially with it being as muggy in here, I'm not going to lie. I'm already dripping again. We got the windows open. It finally cooled off outside. So before I chase any more beers or shots or anything like that, I had to put something. Sometimes you just need, I always say, flavor. Because after you have so many beers, when you tastes the same, and a good cold Sprite, Coke, Mountain Dew, something, just anything else. It's kind of like when you're in the cologne store, ladies, when you're in there, looking up perfumes and trying the different scents and everything. One of the things they do, because after so long, your nose becomes accustomed to, the perfume scent. So they give you a little thing of coffee. So you sip the coffee beans. Kind of resets everything. So that's why you see me.
Nothing to plug one of my businesses or anything, but when I'm doing my Scentsy shows, I always carry a little thing of coffee beans with me, because after you smell so many of our wax melts, then they start to all smell the same. So if you take a smell of the coffee beans, it cleanses your palate and you can start smelling stuff all over again. Nate says he still got the video of you twerking last night.
Yes. If you guys did not get to see last night's show, we had Arliss Walker himself on here, lead singer of the Southern Outlaw Band and award-winning stand-up comedian Michael Copenhaver. And me and Arliss is one thing, but when you throw Mike in the mix, doesn't matter what it is, it's organized chaos, is a good way to put that. It's like the perfect storm. So we ended up doing a lot of zany craziness last night. We've all got video, I'm sure a lot of you got the videos of me twerking, but then you also got videos of Arliss doing, the floss, Mike trying to floss, all of us doing the YMCA at the end of the night. I had to walk like an Egyptian. And then I tell you what, we were honored to have Arliss sing. It is actually personally my favorite version of that song. And that is not being biased. I mean, he took a haunting song and made it, what's the way to put it, more haunting? Kind of like, I don't know, but, if you guys didn't get to see it last night, Arliss sung House of the Rising, House of the Rising Sun to Miss Elizabeth, who turned 15 on us yesterday. But hey, I mean, you can have the video all day long, brother, because what's a bar without dancing? We had music, we had everything good going on.
My stomach still hurts today from laughing so hard at all of you.
It was shenanigans. I don't even think covers it. That's loosely putting it. So I mean, it was just.
It was a blast.
And I kept saying, how do you follow that? Like, I mean, that the energy, you set the bar so high there, and that's the fun thing about doing the show, and then having people, guests come on, and especially in studio, So when they're sitting down at the bar, and I'm getting to, I'm slinging drinks, and they're trying them, and Arliss, my heart goes out to you, brother. I know you're just a simple whiskey bourbon, leave it alone guy. But, I mean, he put up my coffee drink. He did try the jar shot. He didn't try the martini. We did not touch the martini last night.
No, I think we did enough of the other stuff.
We thought about it. There was some conversation going on about possibly doing a martini, which I feel like I'm getting actually pretty good at. And it's fun, so, that's, in past shows, I've said, the common misconception about the martini is, so it's upscale, it's a yuppie drink. I've never liked the martini. And people forget that martinis are personal drinks. Make it your own, guys. Have fun with it. You could do the dry vermouth, You could do the, put the olive in it and so on and so forth. Look what I did. I mean, I made it simple. A little bit of. I mean, I wish I had apple pucker. Imagine a little bit of vodka, a little bit of apple pucker. Or in my case, I like gin. A little bit of gin, a little bit of apple pucker. Throw that lime on top if you want, or throw that cherry garnish however you want. And I even showed her that I figured out a way to kind of mesh everything together. If you want to chill the drink, God, it takes nothing to put like 1 or 2 ice cubes in there. Pour your drinks or pour your booze right on top of that ice, and you don't get that cloudy. It still looks crystal clear. It's neat. But I mean, people just take it too serious. Or some people, like a lot of us men, I don't drink that girly shit. No, I'm not gonna, Yeah, the same guy that is gonna sit there and say, "Oh, I don't drink that girly shit. Oh, that's a woman's drink." You're gonna sit there with a bush apple in your hand. So be careful there, tough guy. Or the White Claw. Oh wait, I've seen a lot of men. I'm this big bad guy, but I'm gonna drink White Claw.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've had friends come over and they brought White Claw. Now, yes, I do a bar show. I'm a bartender. And here I am making fun of drinks. Bear in mind, I don't have to like the drinks myself. I can have some fun with it. But I'm just, my point is the irony of the whole thing. Oh, I'm not doing martini. I'm just, no offense, Arliss. I'm a straight bourbon whiskey guy. Look at it this way. Don't look at it as a martini anymore. Look at it as a giant shot glass, and you just put 3 shots in there all at once. Now, how tough are you? My producer sat there and watched me drink, 5 of them, 6 of them that night?
6. Because you were drinking mine.
In yours, I did mess up the very first one. Didn't mess up the flavors. I messed up the measurements. And the martini is supposed to only fill the glass. Guys, sit yay tall. You only want to fill it up to about right here.
The halfway mark
Hers?
was full.
Oh, I rimmed that bad boy. Big time. It was up there, but for such a yuppie, I don't drink that sort of thing. It's straight booze. There's no, like you got your Jack and Coke, your rum and Coke, your tequila and orange. There's nothing like that. Everything that's in there is straight up alcohol. Nothing else. The lightest thing I put in there was the melon Midori. I literally made a melon martini. And now that I've got a lot of the stuff back, thank you, Miss Kitty Cat, I can actually, little splash of grenadine in that, some of those just look neat. I like using grenadine. It adds a neat little flavor to it, a semi-cherry flavor. It's the color. It's the presentation. If I could ever get you, I'm telling you right now, I wish I could get my hands on dry ice sometime. You want to try a neat drink, get one with dry ice in it. So when you go to pick it up and it's just foggy, it's smoking, it looks phenomenal. The best time to do that is when you do your Halloween punches. Like I said, guys, you don't have to be, a mixologist. I'm going to beat this horse to death. Have fun with your drinks. You know what you like. It's like when when you're grilling. How many of you out there, you add different seasonings and stuff. You toy around with it until you find what works. And that's the fun thing about alcohol. No two alcohols taste the same. there's no way you can convince me that Jose tastes like Terramana, or Patron tastes like Cabo. They just don't. Irish whiskey, it's the same thing. Jameson does not taste anything like proper 12.
Smirnoff doesn't taste like Tito's.
Oh God, yes, sure. Or Sky. I did it again the other night. I made the Orange Julius and almost forgot about it because I've had that thing hidden back here for a little while with vodka. Guys, I mean, keep the booze going. But that's where you get the flavor. And that's the fun thing about vodka. It's cherry vodka, lemon vodka. I've seen jalapeno vodka, whipped vodka, raspberry. You name the fruit, they probably got it.
They have a cherry vodka and you add it to a Coke and it's just it tastes just like a Coke.
Yeah, but what is that?
I can't read that.
Oh, the schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
There you go. It's
That
not that I
that's
couldn't
coming
see
straight
it if
from
I
the
could.
Oompa Loompa. But no, it's like, different bourbons. That's why, when you see recipes, they give you specific brands to go with. Hornitos it's tequila, but it's got a very, very, very strong flavor to it. So Hornitos is normally what you see them make margaritas with because of that extra kick behind it. Which, I mean, honestly, I've tried the margaritas before. We still haven't made. It'd be a pain in the ass to even do a ice machine here because, good God, we crush the ice, and before you know it, it's gonna be one giant clump again, anyways. The way it sweats so bad in here. But like I said, guys, I mean, just make it your own. I can't stress that enough. Have fun with it. Jason, you and Jan love going out on the lake. So honestly, my River Rush drink, I think would go really well on the boat. Middle of the water, gently rocking back and forth. You got a hole in the water. Over at the bar on the lake, they have a drink called the
Rum
Bucket. I want to see you drink one of them. Why am I thinking that's going to be along the lines of a Scorpion Bowl? Oof. Trust me, Jason, I would love to do. I'd be game. I'd be 100% game for it. But I've also done those. Those bars where did you ever see they have the giant drink and they sit there and they just, you see them pour like 4 different booze in it. Obviously it's full of ice, but they're putting the booze to it and then they'll add, I'm not afraid to drink a punch bowl. I'm really not. But the rum bucket will probably be, especially if I'm going back on the water, the rum bucket turn into the chum bucket very fast. I can tell you that right now. But I was actually just talking to Kat, quick for the show. One of the things I plan on doing here very, very soon is over the weekend, I had the opportunity to meet a local distillery out of Butler, Pennsylvania called Johnny's. And they had 4 different liquors there that day. They had a white rum, they had a tequila, they had a vodka, they had a bourbon. Well, needless to say, I had to, I worked on magic, was able to talk them into let me sample. So, obviously, I tried the bourbon first. I'm not going to give my take on it right now. Because, like all liquors, you can't win them all. So, I had my favorites that day, had my least favorites. I plan on having it on here at some point, hopefully to bring samples And what better night to do it than on a bar show, honestly. So if I can get them on a Night Bartender, maybe I can, I can take the night off and sit up front and let them go ahead and mix the different drinks because apparently they've got all sorts of stuff. Like I think they said they have a fluid type drink. I don't know. I can't remember. There's a whole list of stuff. But I'm constantly out and about. I'm looking for different things, and like Kat likes to do now, since we started doing this. I was at Timber Creek last week. We took an opportunity to do a date night. And we were looking at the drinks list, and I'm like, I got a lot of this stuff. So next thing you do, I pulled out my phone, snapped a picture of all of it. Why pay outrageous prices? Of course, I mean, nothing against Timber Creek. But if I got the stuff here to make it at home, why not make it right here for everybody else?
When you've already paid for the alcohol, you don't need to pay somebody else to make it for you.
So at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, guys, it's, and seeing as how I've only got 5 minutes left, let me go ahead and put this one down real fast. That's a woo! Pick a action! Oh wait, no, that's not one. That one goes out to you, Mike. All right, guys. I swore up and down. I told Kat I was going to do this. We're going to make a quick drink for you guys because what's a Monday Night Bartender night without me mixing at least one. So, Kat brought up a good point. 3 minutes. I'm rocking it right now. Guess what we didn't get into last night, and we even talked about it. All right. So this is going to be my little twist on the rum and coke. Have fun with it, guys. I can't stress it enough.
A proper paralyzer, LOL, Dan says.
Oh!
Not on a work night.
Yeah. I tell you what, these shows are going to be really fun here really soon.
Wednesday. You could do it Wednesday because you're off on Thursday, right?
I am off on Thursday, but at the same time, I have the option to go in for half a day on Thursday and pick up overtime if I want. So, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. So, tonight, we are not going to need this, guys. This is my version, my own little, let's get rid of this right now. Quick take on the rum and coke. At this point, anybody can pour spiced rum on top of coke. But as I keep saying over, guys, have fun with it. So what we're going to do is,
And it isn't pour rum over Coke. It's top off the Coke over the rum.
all right, so first, any flavor of spiced rum you want. Right now, we are rocking Bacardi. I'm sure we'll end up with a captain at some point. That goes in first, but let's go ahead and do the jigger. So we're going to put a nice hefty splash of rum. Miss Kitty Cat hooked this up not too long ago. I don't use it all that often. Mainly because I think she got it because she can make a killer drink herself, which at some point I will talk her into, folks. Yes, here we go again. A little bit of rum chara. I'm not going to eat that the rest of the time. Mix to your taste. So we're just going to add a little little bit of cherry juice. Not a lot. Now, you guys are all going to look at this drink and go, oh, I'm going to tell you right now. Once you add the rum chata, it now is going to change substantially. The color of Coke. Then pour the Coke on top. Fill it to the rim. Always having a little bit of fun here. Got to do the stir. Voila.
Good night, Jason. Thank you.
Hey, you have a good night, brother. Always fun. Get some sleep, and I tell you what, for those cramps, go ahead and take some cranberry juice. You'll feel a hell of a lot better in the morning. Cat might even have some Midol left over from years ago. Damn. I cannot make a drink. And the only time she never tries it is if it has tequila. Wrap your lips on that one, sweetness. I got the seal of approval. Guys.
Ninja says this drink might make him do the cha-cha slide.
Oh no, TikTok is next.
Love you too, Jan. Have a good night. And she already gave him some Midol.
Oh. In case you guys are wondering, Jason and Jan are both really good friends of mine. So the bickering you see back and forth, all of it is out of pure fun. Trust me, the riffraff is gone now. So this is where everybody gets to come on and truly enjoy the evening. But you two, get some sleep. We will talk to you soon enough. Kitty Cat, if you were to rank this one on a 1 to 10, where would you rank this one?
7.
It almost came out kind of like a root beer float. So instead of doing the spice, maybe next time I'll do.
Spice is what made it taste like the root beer float. Because the root beer has that little spice to it.
I can agree. And then you got the Caribbean
Rum
style,
chata
which,
is what made it like the ice cream.
that really did. That came out like a root beer float. That is one I would want to serve in a tall glass for people.
Except you run into the problem of the rum chata is going to separate.
Yeah, but you can
You
get
don't.
around that. Do you imagine if I did actually throw a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top of that?
Oh.
And we put that bad boy down in a hurry. Woo! So, guys, that final drink will be considered my last shot of the night. For all of you that are on TikTok, we are heading over there next for another hour's worth of fun. If you guys got to watch last night, Kitty Cat has more than mastered the challenge idea. Last night was a killer night.
Well, last night was killer, but we had extra guests that I could make them do stuff.
We'll figure
And
it
they
out.
help egg you on to make you do more stuff. So me just sitting here going, come on, you can do it. Doesn't always work.
No, I'm sure we'll have enough people wanting to hop on here. And so that was really good.
It was also a refreshing. It wasn't a heavy.
I need to come up with a We need to start posting these. Ooh. Come up with like a little recipe thing and just kind of put it out there. Let people try and comment. So, guys, let's go ahead and wrap it up for the night. Thank you, everybody, for coming on. This was fun. It was straight booze talk tonight. It was. All I gotta say, though, guys, as always, everything we say on this show is just our opinion. Oh, wait, I can't. Make sure you check us out Wednesday night for our Wednesday night open bar, our open talk night. We are going to try very hard to be on time. Thursday night thoughts and shots. And of course, we have our Sunday night weekend hangover. Oh, and yes, coming up here very soon. Make sure you mark your calendars. It is the Tournament of Champions. Myself will be taking on Miss Crystal Light of North Carolina and one of our locals, our hometown homeboy, Bobby Ryder. We're going to have to come up with a decent prize. I'm telling you right now. We'll figure it out. Guys, remember, everything we say on this show is just our opinion. But then again,
May just be the alcohol talking.
you got, woo! I keep getting that buried. Guys, have a good night.
Thank you for stopping in and listening to the Another Shot podcast. We shared some drinks, stories, and laughs. But it's time to say goodnight. Join us next time on Another Shot podcast.
If you're looking for a party, then man, have you found it? Now the shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Now the shot is gonna hit you with the mind overloading. The bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be the alcohol